What's going on, everybody? It's your man Vince Pass in the building for the podcast. One voice, one mic, aka I call it the the chop. Y'all know what it is. We just get on here, we chop it up, we talk good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Information. Hey, listen, I just want to tell all you people out there, man, yo, just be safe. You know, we in another pandemic. So guys, I'm not gonna tell nobody get no vaccines. I ain't telling nobody none of that. Your choice. But just be safe out there. Mask up, glove up, sanitize, wash, same thing. Don't get lax because we not out of it yet. Yo, tonight's show, man, it's about how to find the right strategy to win. I'm waiting on my guest to come right now. I'm hoping that he gets here tonight. If not, he already told me there was some communication issues that was popping off up there where he at. So, if not, we'll have to kind of reschedule him. You know what I'm saying? But still, I'm going to still talk about how to find the right strategy to win. And the reason why I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, because, of course, I'm not going to have a dead show. You already know that it's about Vince. So, at the end of the day, I got the show got to go on. You feel what I'm saying? The show got to go on. But check it out. Your man Vince Pass in the building. We here. Here we go. Yeah, shout out to Basketball Heads. True Be Told Podcast, A Million Magazine. Shameless plugs. That's what I do. I show love to everybody. Yo, I'm on YouTube. Check me out. Catch me on Facebook Live. I usually download the audio to this, so you can catch me on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, all of the above. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Yolanda Walk in the building. What's going on? Yeah. Like, share, tag somebody with it. Yeah. My guests ain't pull up yet. We still gonna keep the show popping though. Yeah. Welcome everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, tag, and share somebody in it. I'm on Facebook Live right now. My Facebook page, when something that dude pass, you catch me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Under Vince, not one word, Vince space pass. Catch me on that. I'm on Twitch TV, twitch.tv / Vince Pass. I'm on Twitter right now. You can catch me on there on my live feed. I'm all over. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I download the audio and I get it up on Apple Podcasts, you know what I'm saying, by the end of the week. So you catch it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Castbox, a couple of other platforms, Google, everything, you know what I mean? I'm in. So look, let's talk about how to find the right strategy to win. So tonight, my guest was supposed to be Alex Brueckmann. Alex Brueckmann is an international business consultant and strategist, executive coach. He has a couple of websites going on right now, and I wish he was able to come on, but I guess not. But we'll reschedule him. But I still want to talk about how to find the right strategy to win. You feel what I'm saying? So I know I'm not going to be on long tonight, but I hope that whatever I speak to you guys about tonight, it'll definitely enhance your life and show some value to it. So listen, let's talk about it. So if Alex was here right now, I'm quite sure he'll tell you to get a pen and paper because he definitely gives some quality information. I just want to be clear on that. You feel what I'm saying? Alex definitely gives quality information. So let's talk about it. How do you find the right strategy to win? Yo, listen, I'm quite sure there was some time in your life when you started your business or whatever, you kept finding yourself hitting a brick wall. And some of you are still finding yourself hitting a brick wall. And mind you, I'm not just going to talk about the strategy to win in business. This is about how to find the right strategy to win in life. First thing that's very important. What works for me may not work for you. Let's be clear. All right? What works for me may not work for you. So everything that you receive is not always going to work for you, and it's not a strategy for you. You have to compile and compose a strategy that's going to work for you. But before you do that, you have to do some homework on yourself. And a lot of times people think because, oh, I know myself. Do you really know yourself? I was talking to Brother Arlen today. We was at church, we had Bible study. So, I went to Bible study today. Shout out to everybody that's, doing they want to prayer thing. And, we was talking about identity crisis. And so we was talking about how when we were younger, you know what I'm saying? We would give out alias names to females, right? Like, my name is Jason Brown. You know what I mean? No, my name is Vince Pad. Because I didn't want the perception of me to get out and being like, yo, he's a womanizer, this, that, and the third. So I would keep, what I did at work. What I would do at school, I'll keep it at school. What I would do in this borough, I would do in that. I would just leave it in that borough. But I would never do anything at home because at home, I'm Vince Pass. You feel what I'm saying? I don't never want no one to know about the things that I was doing, so I compartmentalized all that. But as I got older and I got married and things like that, those walls come down, right? Because I ventured into a business, into a partnership with someone who has access to all of that. So here I am. I'm in an identity crisis now. I'm saying to myself, like, dang, man, what if she finds out about this, about that? And even I wasn't doing that at the time. When I was meeting my wife, I was like, yo, man, she got access to all this information. So I had to figure out, like, yo, listen, you don't have privy to that anymore. You got to put together a whole different strategy. So I had to find out what Vince was gonna be up on the plate to swing that bat for a home run. You feel what I'm saying? Because like my man Paul McMillan says, you feel me? He said, yo, we don't do base hits, we do home runs. So how was I gonna hit this ball out the park? The first thing I had to learn how to do, I had to become vulnerable. Okay, I had to become vulnerable to my mate. You know what I mean? At the time, I'm no longer married, but when I was, I had to become vulnerable. So the question today is, how do you find the right strategy to win in life, just in period? One of the things that I've amassed is that you have to become vulnerable at some point because you have to be able to see yourself for yourself, right, wrong, or indifferent. You don't need a mirror held up to you to know the things that you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know the things you did wrong. Heck, you've probably done some things that you don't even remember that you got to ask God help for the recall. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, God, help me recall this because it's there, but I'm not really connecting the dots. And then when you figured out what you've done, and you was told what you have done or shown what you was done, you feel what I'm saying? Now it's like, yo, oh, okay. I think I need to. Okay, God, I need to go ahead and repent for that. You did what I'm saying. But like I said, this is not a God conversation. That's just what I believe. And so you have to become vulnerable in finding the right strategy for you to win. And what vulnerability does, vulnerability gives access. Okay, vulnerability gives access to two things: to humility and forgiveness. Okay, I'll say that again. When you become vulnerable, okay, it gives access to humility and to forgiveness. Now, you probably wondering, like, who am I forgiving and who am I being humble for? Well, put vulnerability, write vulnerability down if you got to. It gives you access to forgiveness and humility. So you have to forgive yourself for the things that you've done. Because you can't change nothing in the past, period. Point blank. You can't change not one iota of your past. But people are so stuck there because they allow people to remind those judgmental people to remind them of being there. So my question for you today, how do you find that right strategy to win and get away from those individuals that are keeping you in a place of judgment? You feel what I'm saying? Which in turn does not allow you to access your forgiveness of yourself because you're too busy staying on a guilt trip about yourself and allowing people to get free access to that and keep driving you instead of you driving it. You feel what I'm saying? I say that again. You still allowing people free access to you, okay, that don't care about your well-being, that's family included now. All right. I'm not saying that we don't have family members that do the same thing. The access that you don't have to your own forgiveness is being driven by the judgmental people that you continue to allow into your life. So how you going to win? How you going to find the right strategy for you to win? How you going to let what's for you, what God has for you, come to you and be for you if you're not willing to become vulnerable to access the forgiveness part of for yourself in order for you to move forward? You feel what I'm saying? Then within the forgiveness, right, the other door opens up. So now I'm working on my humility because I done became vulnerable. I done forgave myself. Now I'm becoming humble. No one's saying being some sucker, because you're not being no sucker. Because in your humility and in your forgiveness and your vulnerability, you're starting to acquire knowledge of what's going on in your life. You feel what I'm saying? You acquiring that knowledge. You did what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to you is that just be aware. Be aware of those that you have around you that won't allow you to access that forgiveness part of your life for you. And that won't allow you to become humble, because within the humility area, there's a lot of white noise. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got the Calm app? And when you can't sleep, what up, Dre? And when you can't sleep, you feel me? You turn on the Calm app, right? So you turn on the Calm app so it can access the part of your brain, okay, that will emit, okay, the brain waves that will calm you down. So you listening to that music for that. You feel what I'm saying? So when you at the humility stage, right, you're accessing, right? You're accessing parts of you, right, to grow in knowledge, wisdom, and more importantly, get understanding. So in your humility, because you got to quiet the noise, and there's people around you that won't allow you to quiet the noise. Okay, you got to get rid of being around those people. Like I said again, it could be family included. I'm talking about you finding the right strategy for you to win, and everybody is not going to be for you. Now, Dre, my little man Dre on here right now. Dre, tell anyone that everybody ain't going where Dre going. So everyone can't be on this boat. Like I tell y'all all the time, everyone can't ride this boat. Only the people that can ride this boat are the people who are helping me remain humble. The people who understand my drive. Okay, the people who don't take advantage of my vulnerability. Everyone can't be on that boat with you, because everybody not going where you going. See, it's bigger than basketball now. It's bigger than sports. It's bigger than all that. It's about your life. Everyone is not going where you're going, so you can't allow everyone to have access to you. Because everyone that has access to you isn't for you. Part of the strategy that's required for you. So while you're allowing everyone to get access to you, right? Everyone getting access to you, how are you going to think when your phone is going off every 2 minutes? When you get a text message from here, this, that, and third. They're talking about baby mama this, your man doing that, somebody in jail, family this, cousin that, baby cousin this. Yeah, where's the quiet time for yourself? Where's the quiet time? How do you find a right strategy for you to win? And some people don't like to talk about, that's why, my podcast, like I said, again, one person to 10,000 people. It does not matter to me. The reason being, because if I could just help one person, then my job is done. I'm solidified in that. I'm humble in that. I don't need 10,000 followers. I don't need 20,000 followers. I don't need 3,000 followers under the sound of my voice. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not. If one person is blessed by what God gives me to speak about, then I'm happy with it. That's a strategy right there. You feel what I'm saying? That's a win for me in my spirit, in my heart. You feel what I mean? Because I just care about people winning. So we have vulnerability, forgiveness, humility, access. Access is the fourth thing I want to talk about. Okay? Again, when you are being vulnerable, you are forgiving yourself, you are working on becoming humble by quieting all the noise down, getting rid of all of the things that was causing you to be in this real weird, hyper, fast-paced space that didn't allow your mind to slow down, and you was doing so many other things outside of your norm. You feel what I'm saying? That was causing so much havoc in your life. And I'm not saying it could be causing havoc by getting in trouble with the law and things like that, but you just wasn't prospering. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't connecting with people, or the right people. You wasn't connecting with your own self. You know what I'm saying? So now we talk about access. Everybody can't have access to you. Let's be clear about that. Everyone cannot have access to you. And the reason why everyone cannot have access to you is, like I said before, because everyone that says they for you are not really for you. And the thing about it is that some of you are so afraid to hit the hit the unfriend button on Facebook, because you want these same people that you don't want to have access to you, right? Have access to you. Go figure. How important it is for you to have 5,000 followers. And out of them 5,000 followers, you know for a fact there's at least 5 people on there that should not have access to you, that should not know what's going on in your life. Let me tell you something. If someone unfriends me, yo, fine. I don't want to know what's going on in your life. I'm not going to look for it. If I did something to become unfriended by you, yo, fine. I'm good with it. You cool with it. You did it. Whether you told me you was doing it or not, fine. You did not want me to have access to you. And it's fine. And vice versa. God be with you. Godspeed on your journey. Hope everything works out for you in the future. Let's go. But that's how you have to become. You got to become settled in that peace. You got to become okay in that everyone cannot have access to you. Because you bringing about weird energies around you. People that not just don't mean you no good, but they bring spirits with them. They bring evilness with them. They don't even know they carrying it. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I say the same thing about me too. I don't got it. I'm not gonna say, yo, sit up here, yo, V, you got it all together. No, not at all. I go through my struggles every day, just like y'all do. But we have to continue to understand that we have to fight for right strategy for us to win. So I spoke about vulnerability. I spoke about forgiveness. I spoke about humility. And I spoke about access. Very important, people. Who do you want to have access to you? That is very, very important. Yo, listen. Like, share, love. Don't like, share, love. Don't leave a comment. You're all that. Yo, that's great. Again, one person to 10,000 people. If I could just help one person a day, I'm happy. I'm humbled in that. And I appreciate the fact that you've allowed me, the one person or two people, into your world for the moment, for the time that I'm on here, for the next 11 minutes, to be able to talk to you about helping you finding the right strategy to win. Okay? So we spoke about vulnerability. We spoke about humility. We spoke about forgiveness, and we spoke about access. Please, people, do not allow everyone to have access to you. And that's even included on social media. All right? The fifth thing that's important in this, in my opinion, okay, is, of course, mindset. Mindset is behavior. Okay? Mindset is thought. Mindset is attitude. There's a saying that I love to say, your attitude will determine your altitude. You feel what I'm saying? If you got a negative attitude, you're going to fly low. If you got a positive attitude, you're going to fly high. So finding the right strategy to win for you all determines on your attitude as well. So if you are a leader, be a leader. Make sure you're a positive leader. But if you're a negative leader, you're going to lead people in the wrong direction, and you got to pay for that somewhere down the line. You may not think that karma going to catch you, but that karma going to catch you. She a bad girl. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are maintaining a positive attitude. If you was a person at one time that didn't have a positive attitude, and you figured out how come you were not growing in your life the way that you were growing, but now that you're starting to mature a little bit more, you start to see like, hey man, I don't need to act like this to this person or to people. I could treat people with respect. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being nasty and mean to them, or I need to stop treating women like they toys, or I need to stop treating boys like they toys. You know what I'm saying? Long you sound and humility. Yo, that's the New York in me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just the New York in me. You feel me? The humility. You feel me? So humility. So humility. All right, let's say I'll say it that way. Yo, I'm just trying to be humble with it. You know what I'm saying? Humility. All right, so I'm gonna say the long you. You know, it's not wrong with being corrected. You know what I'm saying? Any person that can't be corrected is doomed. So I appreciate. Okay, son. All right, Yolanda, I appreciate that. That's what's up. So again, we talking about the positive behaviors, the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I listen to I urge you. Listen. I listen to the Real AF. It's on Castbox. You can catch it on Spotify as well. It's called the Real AF. I've taken him under my wing as being one of my mentors. You know what I mean, Andy for and he talks very live about positivity and mindset and getting rid of the people that don't mean you any good. You know what I'm saying? So I would urge people to check him out. You know what I'm saying? And definitely like I said, man, yo, your mindset will determine your level. You feel me? And understand something. As you begin to elevate, new levels, new devils. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to beware one thing, man. That promotion don't come unless you begin to wrap yourself in wanting to have the positive mind state. Promotion won't happen that way. Man don't promote. Only God promotes. So, you could be working at a job for 20 years, man, and you could be doing a great job every day. But a man won't promote you. You feel me? One day you get down on your knees and be like, yo, God, yo, I've been doing it for such and such and such. He be like, I got you. Next thing you know, 2 months later, you getting promoted. But you remember, just go back to the prayer that you wasn't saying before. You changed your mindset. You did what I'm saying and say, yo, I needed to start praying more for the things that I want and start showing the proof that I needed to be. I wanted to get to where I was at. And you did that. So your mindset changed. God blessed it. And you still staying within your walk. You did what I mean? So, that's proof that you can't just only have good faith. You got to have great faith. So you got to expect those things. So, the 5 things definitely we touched on: mindset, vulnerability, forgiveness, access, humility, humility, humility. Humility. You know what I'm saying? With the long U sound, B. You feel me? But yeah, man. I wish I wish my guest would have made it tonight. It'd have been a really dope move for him tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Alex Brueckmann. You can follow him on IG. I'll put his name up there for you guys real quick. This is for Alex Brueckmann, and he's a business consultant, author, executive coach. You can follow him on LinkedIn, or you can follow him on Instagram. He's a real good dude, real nice guy. But man, I wish he was here tonight. That's what's up. But anyway, with no more delay, check out the new style I display. Oh man, I want to give a shout out to Biz Markie, man. You know what I'm saying? I still can't get over that one. There's a lot of things, a lot of deaths have definitely taken place, but the Biz Markie one is definitely one that's close to me, man, because it's just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So again, how do you find a right strategy for you to win? I just want to appreciate everyone that listens to me week after week. However you listen to me, whether it be on Anchor.fm, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, other podcast, social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch.tv. However you listen to me, I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you. I'm blessed to be able to do this 2 times a week and giving you guys fire energy and fire topics, and and if there's ever a time where you guys feel like the topics, I can use some help on my topics, suggest it. I don't have no problem with it. I'll speak about everything. You know what I'm saying? God has blessed me to be able to acquire the information that's needed, and if I don't have it, I will make sure I get somebody on this show that'll be able to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want to tell y'all thank you. I love y'all, man. You know what I mean? And, we just chopping it up, doing what we do. Once again, shout out to everyone that's out there that listens to me, and yeah, I just thank y'all for the love, man. I really do. I really do. So, yo, we ready to get up out of here? Why, yo, thanks for tuning in, schooling me on the humility or the humility, humility. You feel me? So remember again, everybody, how to find the right strategy for you to win. We talk about mindset. We talk about humility. We talk about forgiveness. We talk about vulnerability. And what's the last thing? Man. Hey, and the last thing was the most important thing, mindset. All right. Yo, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Good night. Yo, we're gonna let the music ride us out. All right. So we're gonna do for the next minute or so. Yeah. Shout out to Munir, brother Munir, who gave me this lo-fi beat. Let's go. Uh, Catch me back here next Monday night. Got a special guest for you. It's gonna be at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I got somebody for y'all. We're gonna talk about the system, adoption. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about how kids that get left in the system, how they're not prepared for life, many of them. You feel me? So we're gonna get on that. Yo, like, share, love it. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl YO. Shout out to everyone who tuned in this season, my man Dre. You feel me? Shout out to my girl Cassie. Shout out to all my people that's doing their podcast right about now. It's a prime time podcast hour, you dig? But listen, I'm up out of here, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Yeah. Peace.